One of the shows I was excited for this season was Shougeki no Soma, also known as Food Wars, the genre being school, cooking, shonen, and each of the studio who did this, the production or the animation studio, was JC staff. And must I say they did a stellar job with the animation for the show, from the cooking scenes even to the ichi scenes. I must give them that the ichi scenes were just absolutely just hentai-like, and I believe the artist or the artist was the mangaka was actually a hentai artist previously. So obviously, just seeing some of his works in there, or just basically it is ichi. I'm not a fan of it, but I feel like it is ichi kind of done right in a way. So the story for Risky friggin' Food Wars is Soma Yukihara and his father ran a restaurant called Yukihara's Restaurant. All of a sudden, his father decided to close the restaurant down Sunday to travel with his old friend to New York, Europe, and different countries to cook for different people. He decided to put his son into his elite culinary school where less than 10% of the flipping, just people just graduate. And obviously, with these other people, with these rich people, obviously it's an elite school where you have to pay a lot of money to get in there as well. And obviously the exam is just hard to pass, and everyone just fails you. If your food even tastes the slightest of just too spicy or too salty, they will absolutely just fail you and expel you. The expel rate is even higher than the actual graduation rate as well. And just seeing the whole hierarchy system of the show as well, the lower class being Yukihara and freaking the upper class being all the other characters as well, and seeing different characters from different classes, different origins, different villages as well. And even the visuals from the show is stunning as well, with the whole fact of Yukihara just graduated from middle school and he's been transferred to basically his high school obviously for his junior year. He's been going 3 years of hell to basically become the top of the top. If you graduate from the school, basically your reputation as basically a chef will just increase exponentially. Everyone was coming to eat your food. It was just like, how they explain it, how the expression of the students are, they want to pass. Some of them are extremely terrified as well. Just seeing the fear, the excitement of everybody's faces, especially Yukihara's, how everyone thinks, he's just a bumpkin basically. He's not gonna do anything. He's a lower class guy, and just how he just destroys everybody as well. And just seeing the characters as well as mixed into the show, the personalities are just interesting to watch. Some of the characters you think are gonna be the same, but some of the characters are polar opposites from each other as well. Yukihara, Soma being very confident in his cooking skills, not scared of anything, kind of oblivious, and just whenever he's in a sticky situation, obviously he's able to persevere through it. While in the third episode, Mugume, who got introduced in the third episode, I cannot pronounce her name for my life. I must apologize for some of the pronunciations. In the third episode, when she got introduced, she was basically this girl who was really scared of everything else. She was about to borderline fail a class. If she got one more E, she basically would be expelled. So she was very scared. She was very cautious. As well, Yukihara isn't, or Soma isn't as cautious as you think he is. You think he's very, dumb or very stupid from expression, but it's just absolutely just seeing how both polar opposites as well. And even Arena Nakiri, basically she presents, the whole hierarchy, how she has this god's tongue. Basically she got introduced in the second episode as well. So the first episodes basically were introducing the characters as well, and just showing you what Food Wars is all about. The whole aspect of wars or the food battles aren't here yet. I believe in the fourth episode probably they're going to show the aspect of the Shougeki battles, basically the battles where people can wager something or give something in return. Basically it's absolutely a battle. It's basically like Hell's Kitchen meets Ichi as well, or Ichi meets Hell's Kitchen basically, if you want the whole premise of it as well. And you can stream it or you can watch it on Crunchyroll over there. Now at the time of recording this video, no one has an idea of how many episodes the show is going to be. I hope the show is going to be 22 episodes or 24 episodes. That would be absolutely a good length, since the manga has, I believe, around maybe 100 chapters. I think they'll be adapting majority of the show in the first season. Then I have some leftovers for an OVA as well. Just seeing everything, how everything just goes together as well. So the first episode, we get introduced to the Yukihara family as well. Obviously the restaurant closed down because it's basically this female comes in, wants to basically them to close that restaurant. Then she said that if you can't cook me a good food, I will close the restaurant. Or maybe Soma said that as well. He cooked her an amazing food as well, and the ichi scene just kicks in as well. His father closed the restaurant. He goes to the school. Second episode, Arena gets introduced. We got to see some of her character as well. From when she was a young age, people obviously go to her since she has this divine tongue as well. And just what makes you want to watch the show is just you want to see the whole characters grow as well. You want to see Arena even care more for other people, because right now she is very very cold-hearted as well. You know, she's always basically, she thinks she's basically on the top of the world. She's perfect, everything else. And you don't see Megumu become more than this scaredy basically type female who's always scared of making her own, like, you know, screw up as well. You want to see these characters move from point A all the way to point B to point C to point D as well, and just all the other points as well. Just really, it's interesting to see. Even there's some things that you could theorize as well, the characters they're showing as well. You know, how some of these characters are really good as well. How you want to see the different shafts, you want to see the different people as well. You want to see, you know, Yukihara just be able to graduate. Do you think he's going to graduate? Do you think he's not going to graduate as well? You want to see the scene or the series just progress on and on as well. So is this series worth watching first 2 episodes? I say it is, but if you don't like Ichi, or you know, if you cannot stand the sight of fan series of Ichi, I do not think it is. But if you don't mind Ichi, you know, you love a good cooking show. If you watch, you know, basically, you know, Gourmet Graffiti, basically the previous season, that show was a warm-up for this show. This show is absolutely just action as well. Gourmet Graffiti was just, you know, a calm type show, but this show is basically like Hell's Kitchen, freaking fast, intense as well. You get to see the speed of the cooking as well. This is very detailed in the cookings as well. It's absolutely brilliant how detailed, you know, Yukihara can get, how his experiences from when he was 12 or 3 even comes to the day to meet as well. You know, Yukihara, as I previously said, does this show the stereotype of, you know, you need to be this rich guy to basically, you know, cook, you know, everything else. You know, you have to have all these butlers and everything else to be proven to be worthy, and you know, people underestimate him as well, which is not really good to do. Do not underestimate your opponent, even though, you know, from their living standards. But you know, overall, I'm going to end off this video right here. Be sure to watch Food Wars. If you guys have not, you can check it out on crunchyroll.com, a way to legally stream the show. If you guys like the video, be sure to give the video a thumbs up. If you did not like the video, be sure, you know, dislike the video. Comment below if you guys are watching the show, or if you guys are not watching the show. Be sure to let me know what you guys are watching this season. I'm watching this show. I'm going to be watching Yamada, and I'm going to be watching Plastic Memories. Go check out some other shows, do some first threes, you know, not when the episode releases, but sometime to obviously check out the show and get my premise as well. So I do award the show the recommendation to watch it whenever possible. So, you know, follow me on Twitter, Facebook, whatever you guys do. So you let's consider. Farewell.